morning, everybody. I'm Paul Diebold with the Irvington Historical Society. We're here in the Pleasanton part of Irvington on Poplar Road near Emerson Avenue. And the houses behind me are some of the typical bungalows and four squares that you see in the Pleasanton area of Irvington. Now on my teaser for today, I talked about the word Porte Cochère. And so here's your French lesson for today. Porte Cochère just means coach door. And you can see on the houses over my shoulder, there's an extension of the porch that forms a separate structure that a vehicle can drive through. So the Porte Cochère tradition, of course, that started in the age of horse and buggy. But in the auto age, it was continued. And you see it very, very clearly in these bungalows here in Pleasanton. The Pleasanton area in Irvington developed first in 1906. This land was bought. It was still vacant land. Here in the heart of Irvington, the east side, it had escaped development. That's a story in and of itself. The Ketchum family, who were Northsiders, they had family ties here. They bought this land, and then they filed a plat in 1915, but it wasn't until 1919 to 1927 that all these houses were built. So if you think about it, we've got, I don't know, 60, 70 lots here. In an 8-year span, those houses were all built out. This whole pocket was all built out in a very uniform way. So if you live in what I will call Old Irvington, you're used to lots of different kinds of houses next to each other, but here, for once in Irvington, they got everything very uniform, very tidily developed. And another reason why that's important for this part of Irvington and the Porte Cochères is that when this area was laid out, the Ketchums decided they did not want alleys. So there are no alleys here to get to your garage, so everyone has a side driveway, and hence the Porte Cochères are a very handy thing, being able to unload things from your car, stay dry when you're moving from your car to your house. So then the Porte Cochères are very much part of the arts and crafts streetscape then of this part of Irvington. Peggy's going to pan the camera around a little bit, and you'll see the variety. Sometimes the Porte Cochères meet one another. Sometimes they stand to opposite sides of one another, but it's a very unifying thing up here in this part of Irvington. So the interesting thing to me to think about it, when they thought about planning this part of Irvington in 1915, the most popular motor vehicle, most affordable motor vehicle was the Model T, and it had only been perfected and mass produced in 1908. It still cost $850. Doesn't sound like a lot of money today, but back then that was a good deal of money. So you'd need to be at least a middle-class family to consider purchasing an automobile. But already, even though mass ownership of automobiles was not that old, the planners here were already thinking, you know, in the future, cars are it. People are going to have automobiles. Middle-class families are going to have probably at least one car. So that's pretty forward thinking of them when they planned this part of Irvington. So I'm going to just very quickly wrap up today. One more thing, you can get the story of Pleasanton in our new book, Greater Irvington Part 2, new and enlarged edition of the Irvington Architecture book. It's for sale on our website. And you can see there's a lot of good reading here. It's going to be nice as the winter months come up. You can curl up by your arts and crafts fireplace and enjoy some stories about historic Irvington. Here's our webpage. We appreciate your support. If you can become a member or give us a donation, much appreciated. All right, everyone, have a great day. Stay healthy, stay safe, take care. Bye-bye.